Alright guys, a week behind, but what else is new? Week 34, 52 ferro rod fires. Welcome to this one. This one's kind of different. I keep on saying that, and it's, I guess, just because I don't expect, you know, when I finish one 52 ferro rod fire video, I don't really have in mind for the next one usually. And I know a few weeks ago I said we were going to hit up bark, and I actually had that in mind, but just things happened. Doyle Blankenship or sent me some cattail. What you doing, bud? And anyway, just kind of mixed things up from there, and then I was out here. I was actually going to do something along those lines, and then I saw something. I was like, hey, I'm going to do that. So actually, it's fall. We're entering into the perfect season for ferro rod fires for different tenders. So it's kind of awesome. So, but anyway, you alright, buddy? You got a mosquito in your ear? No. Okay. But before we get into the tender for today, something showed up in my mailbox a few weeks ago, and I haven't showed it off yet because I wanted to put a handle on the ferro rod that was sent to me. Malcolm Coder, the Hidden Woodsman, sent me these two items right here. Totally off the cuff. I didn't expect it. It just showed up in my mailbox, and I was like, what in the world? You know, did I make a trade and forget about it, or what? Anyway, so I hit him up and he said, no, I just want you to have those. So I really appreciate it, Malcolm. This is an open nail knife. This thing is a monster. It's the open nail number 12. I mean, this is like a sword in your pocket. Yeah, it's absolutely huge. Look at that thing. Now compare it to my everyday carry knife you guys have seen if you've been watching my videos lately. The Wolf Customs Razorback. Look at that. This thing is massive. So Malcolm, thank you for that. We're going to use this today to process our tender. Now the other thing is a 6-inch ferro rod by 1/2 inch. 6-inch by 1/2 inch ferro rod. You know, quite frankly, and I've told this to several people, I have never struck anything over a 3/8-inch ferro rod. Never, ever, period. I taught a class last weekend to 22 people. I had a couple 1/2 inch ferro rods, 1/2 inch by 5 inch long ferro rods. What you doing, bud?
Just getting out of the way.
Getting that out of the way? Okay. And now I did let those guys use those large size ferro rods, but I have actually never used one. So we're going to use this today too. I don't know how much this is going to be used in this series, because I tend to be kind of hard on ferro rods in this series, and you know, being this is a gift, it has a good bit of sentimental value to it, and so I don't want to destroy it. Just, you know, scraping on unknown tinder. So anyway, we're going to use it today. I don't know how much we're going to use it after that. So anyway, the tender for today, Kudzu vine. This is going to take a fair amount of processing, and I don't know what all I'm going to show because I don't know how long it's going to take, and I don't want to bore you guys. This seems to be pretty rotten, as you can see there, breaking in half pretty easily, and I don't know how well this is going to go. Just by looking at the fibers on it, it's pretty dusty, so it's kind of punky, but at the same time, if I was to compare this to a normal wood, get out of there, spider, I would say this has, while it's softer, the fibrous nature of it, I guess, is kind of like oak to me. So anyway, let's get rearranged and get this started processing and see what happens. Alright guys, well, I'll be honest, this is the second take. I didn't have technical difficulties or anything like that, and I didn't get very far into it, but I honestly had kit issues that I had to stop mid-attempt, and I burned up half or more of what I had prepared before, whilst I had stepped away to deal with some kit issues. And anyway, so backing up and doing it again. Now I will be honest, I didn't get far enough into it to see how effective this stuff actually is. I will say that thus far I'm not very impressed with it, but it hasn't really received a fair shake on my end either. I got about 3 strikes into it and I had to walk away, and it just kind of sat here and smoldered and disappeared. But the issue I'm coming into, as you can see, is the bark. As I'm processing it, it just turns to dust. The fibers just, well, the fibrous parts, the strings, the more you work it, the more they disappear. They just turn to dust, basically. And so, yeah. So you end up with chunks. The chunks that aren't, I don't know whether they're not bark or it's the outer bark that's not going to really be usable. Anyway, you end up with this kind of sort of fluffy stuff that has really no substance and a lot of these chunks. Alright. Yep. That fluffy, it coals up really well. This would be an awesome bird's nest for like flint and steel or bow drill or something. But the fineness of the powder, it just doesn't allow for any air movement through there whatsoever. And it burns up until it kind of puts itself out. Let's see something here, just out of matter of curiosity. There we go. And even then it's still wanting to go out. Look at that. Well, I'm going to put this into the category as a good coal extender. With enough heat you could get it going. But anyway, there we go. We got flame, that's all that counts. And I'll have to say, guys, this is the first mesh metal rod I've seen you can get sparks off of by doing that. It's pretty cool. This rod will last a lifetime doing that. Well, thanks for joining me. It's week 34 of 52 ferro rod fires. I appreciate it. Malcolm, thank you for your gifts, bud. The knife, the ferro rod, all the various bags and stuff you sent me, and the shirt, man. It rocks. I really do appreciate your generosity and your friendship. Anyway, gang, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week.